Good evening again. This is Jolly Lee Jamil, and I have a quick question, and I'm gonna try to address my own question with my own answer. The question is, what is freedom? What is this thing that we covet so much, and that we want so much, and that we desire more than anything in the world, but none of us really have? What is freedom? Well, I'll tell you what I think freedom is before we go into depth and what it is. It's the ability to not have to live a certain way, not have to be held into a box. Not basically, it's a question that is hard to answer if you've never truly been free yourself. A lot of people can say we've been free. A lot of people say we have the ability to do what we want to do in America, Europe, and whatever so-called free nations. When in actuality, what really constitutes as freedom? I don't think getting up every morning at a certain time that's out of your control because you got to be somewhere for somebody else at a certain time or you will get in trouble. I don't think that's freedom. I don't think somebody giving you money for doing somebody else's work and taking that little bit of money and using it for something that you don't feel that you should be paying for, like living, like food, like clothing, healthcare, and so on and so forth. I don't think that's freedom. I don't think there's so many things that I really don't think is really freedom. I don't think you have to tell somebody that you have the right to do this and right to do that. It shouldn't have to be on a piece of paper saying that you can say what you want to say and do just about whatever you want to do, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, as long as it's not killing anybody, not shooting anybody in the head, not doing something that's destructive. But we consider some of the things in this nation, in this world, free that really aren't free. Oh, I'm free to get whatever job I want to get. Does that make sense? Seriously, does that make sense? I am free to go work for somebody else for a living. I am free to pay somebody else for an education to use on somebody else's job. I am free to pay somebody to make sure I don't die from a stomach ache. I am free to pay for gas to get into a car that I have to pay for insurance on to get to a job that pays me to work for less than what I should be earning for that one job. I'm free to sign paperwork if I want to get married, to have my marriage recognized. I'm free to pay for internet service, to go to some website and pay for a membership or whatever. I am free to get a phone to call somebody and talk to somebody while my phone call is monitored. You know, I am free right now to have today off from work to go back to work tomorrow. I am free to carry around an ID so on request I can show my ID and prove who I am. I am free to be told I should wear clothing. I know everybody doesn't want to see me naked, but damn it, I work hard on my body. Maybe I want to walk around naked one day. maybe I'm proud of some of the things that I've been given. I am free to watch something negative about myself and my people on TV and be told if I don't like it to go fuck myself, because I'm not in control of the network. They can just put on television whatever they want to as long as it gets ratings. I am free to allow another government to go to war in my name, since I have been born in the country that my ancestors didn't have any choice coming to. But now, since I'm here, I have to pay all the taxes, and I have to get a passport to leave the country if I want to and can afford to. And I have the right and the freedom to vote for the lesser of two evils, because if I vote for a third party, majority of the time, not 9 times out of 10, but a million times out of a million, they're not going to elect somebody from a different party that doesn't believe in Democrats or Republicans. What is really freedom? What is freedom? If you are free to not be free, if you're free to be controlled and restricted from doing certain things, I'm free. Now, this is the biggest one. This is not the biggest one, but this is one of the biggest ones I see that is so funny. I am free to own a gun. I am free to march and protest against something, but I'm not allowed to march with that gun, and I'm not allowed to march against something that I don't feel is right unless I have a permit. You need a permit for a gun, and you need a permit. It may be a good idea to have a permit for a gun, but you need a permit to say, I don't like that, I'm against that, I want to protest that. In essence, I really don't think we're free. If we have fallen into this idea that freedom isn't free, which is nonsense, you were never free in the first place to even think that that makes sense. Well, until I can figure out the real definition of freedom, I don't know why I'm stuttering right now. The real definition of freedom, I will pose this question to the world, and everybody give me their own answers, and maybe we can come up to a conclusion of what freedom is. And if we're not free, if we can't come up with an answer, we need to make an answer. Sajalili Jamiu. Instead of saying be easy this time, I'm going to say get free.